Salut tout le monde, c'est Garlas. Bienvenue sur Slay the Princess, un jeu. J'ai déjà joué un petit peu pour savoir à quoi le jeu ressemble, mais cette fois-ci je vais commencer une nouvelle partie et essayer de me rendre jusqu'à la fin. Je peux vous garantir que le jeu est passionnant, mais surtout vraiment compliqué à suivre. Je ne suis pas très philosophique, alors c'est ça. Commençons. Chapitre 1, le héros et la princesse.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Donc, très simple, nous sommes un genre de personnage, et il y a le narrateur qui nous dit de quoi faire, et l'un des objectifs est de, comme le titre du jeu l'indique, de tuer la princesse. Ou de l'oxyre, comme eux disent. Mais c'est pas aussi simple. Bon, monsieur le narrateur, on peut y poser des questions, on peut explorer pour connaître davantage d'informations sur le jeu, et on peut faire des actions. Les actions, c'est celles qui sont en bas, ils pourront écrire explorer directement. Donc, on va poser toutes les questions qu'on peut poser. La fin du monde. Vous pouvez être plus précis?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
Donc, c'est la fin du monde. Parfait! Mais comment une princesse enfermée dans un sous-sol pourrait-elle causer la fin du monde?
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
D'accord, merci. J'ai vraiment l'air d'être un héros, mais les héros, ça tue pas les princesses. Avez-vous des preuves concrètes de ce que vous avancez?
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
D'accord. Monsieur le narrateur qui veut décider tout à ma place, avez-vous envisagé qu'elle pourrait causer la fin du monde uniquement parce qu'elle est enfermée?
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
Okay.
Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
No problème, amigo! Je vais aller détruire la princesse. Mais juste avant, l'exécution d'une princesse, c'est un peu immoral, vous ne trouvez pas?
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Ouais, c'est sûr que si on le dit de cette manière, mais personne d'autre ne peut s'en charger.
Oh, if only that were the case. But I don't make the rules. I have to say, I'm surprised at your reluctance thus far. But unfortunately for the both of us, you're the only one who can pull this off.
Pourquoi? Parce que j'ai des gros muscles? Est-ce que c'est pour ça? Parce que j'ai des gros muscles? Check it out!
Like I said, I don't make the rules, no matter how much I wish I did.
D'accord. Si je le fais, vais-je recevoir une récompense? Ça, je le sais déjà. J'avais déjà posé des questions avant de commencer. Quelques questions qui étaient à propos des récompenses. Oui, je sais, je suis très avare. Mais une autre question que je n'ai pas encore posée, c'est vous ne vous êtes pas dit que je n'étais pas contre la fin du monde?
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end. I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists, or very, very evil.
Oups. Donc oui, ça c'est le menu de sauvegarde. J'avais déjà fait une partie. Elle n'a pas duré très très longtemps. Aussi, une chose à savoir sur ce jeu, lorsque nous mourrons, ou en tout cas, entre guillemets, nous mourrons, tout ce qui s'est passé dans notre précédente vie va influencer comment le prochain monde dans lequel on va jouer va se dérouler. C'est assez fou et le nombre de possibilités est incroyable. J'ai vraiment juste fait une voix sur peut-être des milliers de voix. Donc, je vais essayer de ne pas refaire celle que j'ai faite pour moins que je puisse découvrir quelque chose de plus. Mais c'est ça. Écoutez, je vais aller au chalet et parler avec elle. Si elle est aussi terrible que vous le prétendez, alors peut-être que je la tuerai. Mais je ne promettrai rien avant d'avoir eu l'occasion de la rencontrer en
Then I guess
personne.
we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out. Then each and every one of us is doomed. So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
Pas de problème. J'ai
You make
beaucoup
your
de
way up the
compétences.
short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Merci de m'interrompre, mais je disais que j'avais beaucoup de compétences à parler aux femmes. Alors, ça sera un jeu d'enfant. Regardez-moi aller.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Aussi, dernier truc que je sais sur le jeu, on est schizophrène, littéralement, genre on est vraiment schizophrène, on a plein de voix dans notre tête, et ces voix font juste s'accumuler. Non, c'est pas nous. La voix du héros, ce n'est pas nous. Je croyais, au début, que c'était nous. Ce ne l'est pas. C'est un gars dans ma tête qui me dit quoi faire aussi. Voilà, j'ai le narrateur et j'ai le héros. Super! Entrez dans le chalet.
Oh, comme j'ai peur.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
La lame!
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Donc, dernière fois j'avais pris la lame. Cette fois-ci, je vais voir qu'est-ce qui arrive si je ne prends pas la lame et que je vais directement au sous-sol, sans arme pour me défendre, et probablement une princesse qui va vouloir ma mort et m'égorger vivant. Avec une lame que je n'aurai pas.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This
L'ambiance est oppressante, l'air est lourd et humide, et une odeur de pourriture émane du vieux bois. Si la princesse vit vraiment ici, l'Oxyre serait une sorte de libération pour elle.
her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Oh! Ah, elle est beaucoup plus accueillante que la dernière fois.
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Ah, ok. Donc, lorsque je suis venu avec le couteau, elle était un petit peu agressive. Mais maintenant que j'ai pas le couteau, là, elle est toute douce tout d'un coup. Et je pense que je préfère plus cette version de la princesse que la précédente. Donc, je viens vous sauver. Mentir. Je crois que je suis là pour vous exécuter. Je viens vous sauver sans mentir. Ou alors, je viens prendre de vos nouvelles. Bonjour! Je viens prendre de vos nouvelles.
It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Oh, la pauvre princesse.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Un instant, prenons le temps de discuter d'abord. Je vais voir ce que je peux faire. Je vais essayer de jouer le héros, le grand héros vaillant, tout habillé en blanc.
You're only making this more difficult.
Ah, s'il te plaît, le narrateur, ne vois-tu pas la beauté de la princesse?
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh.
You're making a huge mistake.
Tu crois ça, hein? On va voir c'est qui fait la grosse erreur lorsque je vais être marié avec la princesse et que nous vivrons heureux pour toute l'éternité.
No, you're doing the right thing.
Merci, voix du héros.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Bon, alors on va voir qu'est-ce qu'on peut faire pour la libérer, la jolie mademoiselle. Et s'il n'y a pas de clé, vous avez une autre idée? Ou alors, je vais aller voir là-haut. Il y a peut-être une clé quelque part. Sinon, je trouverai autre chose pour vous libérer.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut.
Oh!
You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Oh!
Is someone else here?
Essayez d'ouvrir la porte. Hey, laissez-moi sortir!
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
D'accord, je redescends les escaliers.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
Je sais qu'est-ce qui s'est passé quand j'ai pris la lame, et je peux te dire que ce n'est pas du joli à voir. Alors là, je ne l'ai pas pris, et tout a l'air d'aller vraiment mieux. À part pour peut-être le fait que je suis enfermé avec la princesse! En vrai, dit comme ça, c'est plutôt bien. Right? Wink, wink.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
C'est qui m'a enfermé, man? Le narrateur. Le narrateur m'a enfermé.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
What the fudge? What the fudge? Ok, libérez-moi, libérez-moi.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal.
Ok. Peut-être que finalement, avec plus de réflexion, j'aurais peut-être dû apporter le couteau.
It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now.
Oh, cool. Comme c'est convivial.
Or we could use it to free her.
Il est pas bête. Il est pas bête.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Je suis un héros.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place.
Elle est peut-être cannibale, mais c'est une princesse. Alors, il n'y a aucun problème. Pas à être cannibale, mais le fait qu'elle soit une princesse, ça veut dire qu'elle va pas me manger moi, parce que je l'ai sauvée. Pourquoi elle mangerait lui qui l'a sauvée, hein?
You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm.
Ouais. Le fait qu'elle subisse aucune douleur me met un peu mal à l'aise.
Her limb falls to the ground,
Oh, what the fudge.
and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground.
Ok.
How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Mais comment? S'approcher de la porte fermée à clé?
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
Oh, mais j'ai même pas décidé ça. Wait. Hey, c'est mon jeu, c'est mon gameplay, alors je fais mes choix.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Ah ouais, hein?
What are you doing?
Non. Oh. L'avertir.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
C'est pas moi.
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart.
Non.
But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect.
Man, le narrateur, je te déteste déjà.
Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Résister.
The blade. Move the blade.
Non! Je ne vais pas bouger la blâme si c'est pour faire du mal à la Quoique c'est déjà fait du mal. Mais en tout cas, c'est elle. C'est pas moi.
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
Non, va-t'en.
This isn't you.
Non, va-t'en, éloigne-toi.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
Le bien, mon ami, le bien.
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
Huh?
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew.
No!
It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
No!
Oh no! I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake.
Yes.
For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone.
Mais oui, mais le monde entier, est-ce que je les connais? Est-ce que je les ai vus? Est-ce qu'ils sont aussi beaux et belles que la princesse? C'est ce que je pensais, petit narrateur.
Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
C'est ça, continue à te plaindre, espèce de narrateur de vaut-rien.
I'm sorry.
Ouch.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her blade work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
En tout cas, si...
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks.
Si tu es le narrateur, ne peux-tu pas juste me remettre sur pied? Genre, je sais pas, contrôler mon corps? Veut dire, tu fais juste... T'es narrateur, right? Tu fais juste décrire ce qui se passe. Fait que pourquoi tu fais pas juste décrire et tout d'un coup, tu reviens en vie et vous avez beaucoup d'enfants avec la princesse. Happy ending! Youpi!
It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over.
Mais moi, je sauvais la princesse, c'était tout ce que je voulais faire.
Dark, and you die.
Ah, chapitre 2. La damoiselle.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Donc, là, l'histoire se répète, mais, dépendamment de ce que j'ai fait avant, ça va influencer le monde en ce moment.
You're here to slay.
Donc, j'ai une horrible impression de déjà-vu.
A terrible sense of déjà vu. No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here.
Quel menteur, ce narrateur. Plutôt, le menteur. Ai-je raison? Oh, 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 oh.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he?
Oh.
If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it.
Oh! Voix de lépré! Ah, lui, je l'aime. Je l'aime déjà.
Our beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works.
Wow. Ça, c'est moi, ça. Le héros.
We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. Sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek.
Je dirais que ça vaut la peine.
What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
Mais c'est plus qu'une impression, je suis à peu près certain que tout cela vient juste de se produire.
We could go back and forth on this forever, and it won't get you any closer to doing your job and saving the world. So let's just agree to disagree.
Admettons que je dise la vérité et que tout cela soit déjà produit. Pourquoi devrais-je vous écouter? Pourquoi m'embêter à faire quoi que ce soit?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
Tu as un point, mais je suis mort parce que tu m'as contrôlé, espèce de vaurien.
You were the one who did us in, villain.
Oui.
Well, not you in the literal sense, but you did everything you could to stop us from rescuing her. Oh, I wonder why. Maybe it's because the entire world was at stake. No lone princess is worth that price. I beg to differ.
Ouais.
I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just going to take a deep breath and assume that whoever is making the decisions here has the common sense to ignore your protestations. Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
Oui.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
La question des mondes parallèles, hein?
If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would? She would never. She's a perfect angel that you cruelly imprisoned as part of some convoluted, dastardly scheme. Convoluted? I don't know how this premise could be any more simple. Princess bad, stop her, save everyone.
J'adore tellement les dialogues dans ce jeu. Ils sont tellement dynamiques et goofy. Alors, je suis d'accord avec eux. Je vais trouver un moyen de la faire sortir de ce chalet. Parlons un peu de cette princesse.
Just be quick about it.
Elle n'aurait jamais réussi à me tuer la dernière fois si je ne l'avais pas laissé faire. C'est à peine si elle savait tenir un couteau. Comment est-ce qu'elle pourrait provoquer l'apocalypse? Qui l'a enfermée dans ce sous-sol? C'est quoi cet endroit au juste?
She just can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true, and that, despite it all, you're fully up to the task that's been given to you. Maybe it's her beauty that threatens the world.
Non, sa beauté ne fait juste que Me beautifier. Sa beauté me beautifie.
Sure, it's her beauty. Why not? And before you ask, no, we can't just keep her down there. If you don't slay her, she's going to find a way out. It's unfortunate, I know, but it's just the way it is.
Qui l'a enfermée dans ce sous-sol?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
Ça fait pas du sens, parce que si la princesse n'était pas enfermée avant, alors elle l'aurait dû cause de la fin du monde, parce qu'elle était libérée. T'es qu'un gros menteur, le narrateur. T'es qu'un gros maudit menteur. Et pour rien au monde, je vais écouter tes conseils. Bon, pourquoi les personnes qui l'ont enfermée ne sont pas chargées de la tuer? Pourquoi est-ce que le sale boulot me revient à moi? Ça, c'est vrai, hein?
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps, but it's just the way things are. Oh, I didn't know we were special.
Ooh, special.
Of course you're special. Why else would you be here? Calling us special isn't going to make us friends, even if it did feel nice.
En
Oh,
effet.
believe me, the last thing I want is for you and I to be friends. But I'm a professional, and I'm not going to let my dislike for you get in the way of helping you save the world.
Vous êtes évasif? Que me cachez-vous?
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult. Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us. I know it sounds like I'm hiding something, but you're just going to have to take me at my word.
Non.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Bon, avancez vers le chalet.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat.
Oui, oui.
We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in. I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice. I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
C'est ça. Dis-leur la vérité.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet.
Ah, come on, laisse-la parler. Y a du fun.
Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Entrez dans le chalet.
Oh, comme j'ai peur.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
C'est joli. Donc là, ici, il y a un miroir. Donc, qu'est-ce qui est fait le miroir? J'en ai aucune idée. Mais le narrateur n'est pas capable de voir le miroir. Quel petit coquin. Bon, en fait, peut-être qu'il le voit, mais qu'il essaie de nous cacher son existence.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
S'approcher du miroir.
Walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Essuie le miroir.
You reach
Oh.
forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Oh, le miroir a encore disparu.
But there was a mirror a second ago. And now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
Ah bah oui, ma mèche. Oh, quelqu'un a remarqué ma mèche? Est-ce qu'elle est déplacée? Oh, s'il vous plaît, dites-le moi. Bon. Descendre au sous-sol. Sans le couteau, évidemment. Pourquoi j'aurais besoin d'un couteau?
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice, it's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already. I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning.
Ok, c'est vrai. Je suis d'accord avec le héros. C'est peut-être too much. Mais j'aime beaucoup ton enthousiasme, voix de lépris.
Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation.
Plutôt comme que c'est toi
You walk
qui
down
nous
the
manipule.
stairs and lock eyes with the
Wow.
princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
Regardez-moi cette robe de... Wahoo!
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment. You know she can't hear you, right? She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
En vrai, si c'est ça d'être schizophrène, c'est pas super. Mais j'imagine que ça ne l'est pas.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
Mhm.
And she called us a hero.
Oh oh! Le héros s'est fait appeler le héros.
Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it?
Les trois de nous.
Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before. That's right, villain, and you killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty. And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time. Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her?
Voyons voir. Vous m'avez tué la dernière fois. Ça fait un mal de chien. Pourquoi avez-vous fait ça? Je n'ai pas pris de couteau avec moi. Est-ce que je dois encore vous couper le bras pour vous libérer? Que s'est-il passé après ma mort? Je me suis obligé de poser la question. Est-ce que vous avez détruit le monde après avoir tué la dernière fois? Je suis navré pour ce qui s'est passé la dernière fois. Le narrateur qui m'a envoyé ici pour vous tuer a pris possession de mon corps. C'était complètement injuste.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
Non.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
Oh, merci. Merci de prendre.
She took that
De
in
prendre en
stride,
compte.
to a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually. That's because she's perfect. Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do? She doesn't. There's no one else like me.
C'est drôle que tu dis ça parce que là on est déjà rencontrés un.
I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
Alors, je n'ai pas pris de couteau avec moi. Est-ce que je dois encore vous couper le bras pour vous libérer?
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
Possiblement, non. Je n'ai pas envie de couper votre bras.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done.
Ah, tant mieux.
No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird? She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel.
Ah, attends une minute. Si elle pouvait juste se manger le bras, pourquoi elle fait pas juste s'enfuir quand elle veut? Pourquoi il faut absolument que je sois là?
No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
Je vais pas poser trop de questions. Ça va probablement être répondu plus tard, mais pour le moment, je sais ce que je dois faire et je dois sauver la princesse. Alors, Que s'est-il passé après ma mort?
You died, and now we're talking.
Attends, c'est tout? Mais avant qu'on recommence à parler, est-ce que l'apocalypse a eu lieu? Est-ce que vous avez détruit le monde? Vous m'avez tué? Ça fait mal, le chien. Ok, ouais.
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips.
Ah, yes. The simp!
Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
Que le monde soit détruit ou non, m'indiffère. Le monde est irrécupérable, si vous voulez mon avis. Ses habitants sont un fléau et j'espère que leur agonie a été longue. J'irai peut-être pas jusqu'à là.
At least you're being honest. I can't believe that the fate of the entire world has been left in the hands of a nihilist.
Pas pire, hein?
The princess shifts in uncomfortable confusion.
Me too. I don't care.
She wasn't confused for long. If she doesn't care, then clearly she didn't end the world. It would take a great desire for evil to do something so inconceivable, and our dearest has not an ounce of cruelty within her. All is well, and it's high time we rescued our beloved.
Ah, yes. Our beloved. Alors, vous m'avez tué la dernière fois, ça fait un mal de chien. Pourquoi avez-vous fait ça?
I'm sorry. Didn't you want me to?
Did we? We warned her of the cruel forces seizing our body. That's practically telling her to kill us. She is our beloved, and she made the choice to free us of our misery, to show us mercy and make the best decision for everyone. She made the best decision for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness. You're just opening yourself up to manipulation.
Bon, allez, on va sauver la princesse.
No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? I would if you had a weapon.
Quel connard.
Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
Ok, buddy. Ok, on va se calmer un peu. Je ne veux pas la tuer, mais je ne veux quand même pas mourir non plus.
You wouldn't. I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her?
C'est vrai, mais de toute manière, si c'est juste pour gosser le narrateur, alors je le ferai bien.
You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you. There's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Mais aucun souci, mademoiselle.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh.
Wow.
If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there would be saved.
Mais y a personne à l'extérieur.
Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
What do we do now?
Qu'est-ce que vous voulez faire? Partons d'ici. Nous aurons toute la vie pour réfléchir à ce que nous voulons faire de notre avenir.
That sounds perfect.
The princess takes your hand, the last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers. We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending. I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs, hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this.
Pourquoi as-tu tant de haine envers cette princesse? Peut-être que certes, nous sommes des simps, mais, veux dire, il y a tellement de questions à se poser, je ne comprends même pas le but. ou qu'est-ce que je fais ici, mais tout ce que je sais, c'est que tu es un gros menteur et je te déteste, narrateur.
What happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks. That's a familiar move.
Ouais.
Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love. Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her. Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Ouais, pareil pour moi. Est-ce que vous pensez pouvoir l'ouvrir? Je pense qu'on peut l'ouvrir si on s'y met ensemble. Je crois pouvoir le faire. Ouvrir la porte par vous-même. Oh, comme un grand chevalier.
Okay, yeah, you've got this.
Laissez faire les pros. Je me retrousse les manches et je vais donner un beau gros coup de karaté dans cette porte.
You place your hand on the door. And... the lock clicks and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me?
Boum! Dans ta face, le narrateur.
I knew it. Your words are no match for the pure strength of our hearts, bound together as one.
Je pense que j'ai commencé à croire la voix de l'épris. Je pense qu'on a vraiment beaucoup trop d'amour puis qu'on est en train de déjouer tous les plans du narrateur. Et j'aime bien ça.
You and the princess make your way upstairs, and... the blade, that's right, there's still a chance for you to do the right thing. Take the blade from the table and slay her before it's too late.
Vraiment, je peux faire ça maintenant? Mais ça serait tellement chiant. Mais j'ai... Non. Je dois garder ma voix. Je dois garder la bonne fin.
You're enjoying this, aren't you? You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer. I hate you.
Eh ben, tu peux aller aux toilettes tout seul. Moi, j'ai une date avec une princesse.
You know, if her walking out that door is really gonna end the world, can't we all just stay here? Seems like an easy win for everyone.
C'est vrai.
That's not how this works. Yes, what he said. That's not how this works. Obviously, we have to leave with her. It's our happy ending.
Arrêtez d'essayer de m'arrêter, vous deux. J'ai déjà pris ma décision, on part. Nous pouvons être heureux du moment qu'on reste ensemble, et si on restait vivre ici.
What a romantic suggestion. You're right. We don't need the world. All we need is each other.
Yes!
That's
yes.
exactly what I just suggested. Was it not romantic when I suggested it?
Tu ne sais pas comment le décrire, tu ne sais pas comment le dire. Moi, je le dis d'une façon tellement plus romantique que toi, à voix du supposé héros.
Did you suggest that? I wasn't listening.
Ou alors peut-être parce qu'il n'écoutait juste pas.
You answered me.
But the door's right there. We can just leave.
Wait. Why would she say that? Was she not wooed by our proclamation of love? Are we not enough for her?
Oh no!
She's not wooed by you because staying here and building a life together isn't a solution. It isn't anything. It's a non-answer. It can't be done.
Votre indifférence concerne le sort réservé au monde m'inquiète. C'est pour cela que je préfère qu'on reste ici. Faites-moi confiance. C'est mieux que pour nous deux de rester ici. Nous pouvons vivre heureux à condition qu'on décide de l'être. Vous avez raison, on part. Gardez le silence. Faites-moi confiance.
But we would have to be here forever. I don't know you. This is really what you want, though, isn't it?
Her eyes dart uncomfortably to the corners of the room.
I guess we could do that.
Ah, ben, ouais, là maintenant je me sens... Ah, maintenant, c'est comme si je la forçais à faire de quoi qu'elle aime pas.
She doesn't seem happy about this. But she can't be unhappy about staying with us. Can she? I don't know. She has a point. She doesn't know us. No. It has to be him. It has to be this place. If we just made these walls more fitting for a princess, if we just say the right things, if we just... As the voice thinks its thought, your hands raise, fingers pointing towards your chest, and then... What? No, you absolutely do not do that.
Hein, quoi?
Oh, but I do.
Quoi?
What? What is he doing? We can't see unless you tell us.
Je vois pas, je vois pas.
Are you sure you want to know? I suppose I can't stall forever. You plunge your nails into your chest, digging deep, grasping for a handhold. And you find it, your fingers curling around your ribs.
Est-ce que je vais donner mon cœur littéralement?
Oh no, what are you doing? Are you okay? You can't do that and be okay.
Time out. He should not be allowed to do that. He's not the decider. And yet, it's done, isn't it?
Wow. Tout d'un coup, j'aime un peu moins la voix de l'épris.
It will be soon. You yank violently, your bones cracking with wet pops as you pull yourself apart inch by painful inch.
Ow! Aïe, 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 aïe.
Your exposed heart, framed by jagged ribs,
Ne regarde pas.
rhythmically in your raw, bloodied chest. The loosened threads of your body unfurling to cover the surface of the room. Don't mind my sacrifice. It's a fair price to pay to give her everything she doesn't know she wants.
Ok, ça c'est un simp, mais d'un autre niveau, que je n'ai jamais vu.
Oh, I see. You're trying to tell me something. It's beautiful.
Mon cœur?
The princess, mesmerized, reaches towards your beating heart, and then everything goes dark and we die? Yes.
Oh, come on! Épilogue. Happily ever after.
You're on a path in the woods. Mate, we're clearly already in the cabin.
What? Whoa!
Excuse me? You're clearly... Oh. Huh. So you are. How do you know about the cabin? I didn't get to the cabin part of my opening monologue yet.
Chut, 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 chut. Tu ne comprendras jamais, petit narrateur.
We've been here before. Well, not here, but I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. You knew about the loop-in last time. Now, he's clearly disorientated. I'm sure all this new info is going to come as quite a shock to him. Best if we're gentle.
La voix de l'opportuniste, hein?
Right on cue, here's the new guy. Welcome! Thank you. I'm just happy to be here. Okay, yes, I get it. You've been here before. That's terrible. You know that, right? Because the only reason you would have been here before is if you failed in whatever world you'd come from. Meaning you doomed an entire other reality. But well, we know that now.
Whoops.
Thanks to you. We're all so lucky to be stuck with, working with someone so well informed. You can count on us to do things right from here on out.
Ok oui!
I'm going to describe the room now. The interior of the cabin is vast and regal. High arched windows line the walls, their multicolored glass casting kaleidoscopic patterns across the stone floor. An iron chandelier hangs from the vaulted ceiling, its many candles lit with flickering light, vaguely illuminating the massive room. This is a house fit for royalty.
Quelque chose me dit qu'un mariage va se dérouler dans cette pièce. Regardez-moi le chandelier. Le chandelier! Quand même pas mal joli, hein? Ah, puis c'est la princesse qui sort sur les vitrines. Ne t'inquiète pas, ma princesse, je viens et nous allons nous marier immédiatement dans cette pièce même.
Before you, there isn't a blade, is there? That's not good.
Oh, moi je dis que c'est plutôt très bien. Alors, dites où est passée la voix de l'épris. Il était là la dernière fois. Ce n'est pas son genre d'être aussi discret. Quelle importance que la lame ne soit pas là. On ne s'est pas servi la dernière fois. Et la fois d'avant, elle s'en est servie pour nous tuer.
Now that is some fine reasoning. Who cares about the blade? I think you're right. We're better off without it. It's not like it's ever been important.
What?
Of course, the blade's important. It's your implement. You're going to need it if you want to do this right. The fact that you're here, right now, again, means that you have not yet done this right. But it's not there, is it? We don't even get the choice. So, what are we supposed to do? I don't actually know. I'm sure it'll turn up somewhere. It has to. It's part of the whole structure of this place, I think. At the very least, it's important.
Ouais, le narrateur, il en sait un petit peu plus qu'il essaye de nous dire. Quelque chose me dit que, en fait, il a juste manigancé tout ça. Dans le fond, le narrateur, il fait juste se boire du fun, son plaisir, il y a un gros sac de popcorn, puis il va juste regarder du monde, tuer des princesses, pour le fun. Quel enculé. Ah, et où la voix de l'épris?
Yeah, he was a bit of a loud one, wasn't he? Is he okay? We're better off without him, if you ask me. One less opinion we have to contend with. Plus, he's the one who got us into this whole mess. Is that so? Maybe there is hope for you after all, free from the bad influence of your missing friend.
Ah. La voix de l'épris s'est vraiment sacrifiée. Alors, on va vraiment faire comme si ce miroir n'existait pas?
What is there to say about it? It's a mirror. Is this some sort of a bit? There is no mirror. There's only the stained glass windows, the empty table where your blade should be, and the door to the basement. Oh, my bad. That's why I haven't been talking about it. I see it, just like I saw it last time. Good for you, buddy. You've got a sharp set of eyes on you. Mirror or no mirror, the door to the basement, your only way forward, is just on the other side of the room. How about you walk over there?
Ok, je m'approche du miroir.
You cross the room, stopping just in front of the door to the basement. What is this about that supposed mirror? Just reach forward and fumble around a bit. I'm sure you'll find the handle. Well, shall we have a look at ourselves? Maybe it won't go away this time.
Ah, voyons voir à quoi je ressemble.
You reach forward, your hand instinctively wrapping around the handle. Figures. And then you push the door open. Marvelous. We can proceed.
Ne puis-je pas avoir un regard envers ma beauté fabuleuse? Ne puis-je pas regarder le miroir et voir à quel point que je suis beau et fort et plein d'amour? Non, j'imagine que non. Je vais juste ouvrir une porte, mais aller voir mon amour.
It would seem that the stairs to the basement don't lead to a basement at all. Rather, they go up. They're draped in fine carpet too, one that feels pleasantly soft against your feet. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably... no, that doesn't work here at all. This place is nice. It's fancy, even. I have to say, whatever you did in your previous lives, I deeply dislike how much it's thrown me off my rhythm.
T'es juste jaloux, mon pote, et je dois dire que cette place est magnifique, merveilleux. Et je pense que le fait que les escaliers montent vers le haut, ça symbolise la bonne fin, ou du moins qu'on monte vers quelque chose de mieux qu'auparavant. Donc je pense que là, j'ai vraiment fait la meilleure fin que je pouvais faire, right? En tout cas, comparé à l'autre fin que j'avais eue...
Don't worry about it, boss. You're doing great. I'm not, but I appreciate the encouragement. Well, if all of this has thrown you off your rhythm so much, then maybe we don't have to slay the princess. No, you absolutely do. Just because she lives in a nice house doesn't mean she doesn't pose a direct threat to all of reality. It's in her very nature. Her voice, gentle and warm, with an undercurrent of fatigue, rolls down the stairs.
You're home. Dinner's ready.
Oh! Don't mind if I do. Je vais aller dévorer ce dîner.
As much as I desperately want to know what happened last time, we are not going to examine it. The more we think, the worse this gets. Why are you so on edge? This is much nicer than what we're used to. I'd like to have dinner. Dinner sounds nice.
Oh oui!
Gotta say, I'm with him on this one, boss. When have nice things ever been a problem? That is the problem. This isn't supposed to be nice, and she's supposed to be a prisoner. I need to stop talking. I need to stop talking. Just go upstairs, okay?
Ouais, peut-être que tu devrais juste arrêter de parler pour le reste du jeu. Je pense que ce serait mieux pour n'importe qui dans le jeu. Pour la voix de l'épris, pour la voix d'opportuniste, et surtout pour moi. Alors, ferme ton clapet et je ne veux plus jamais t'entendre dire un seul mot.
This hall, like the
Oh,
one below,
wow.
is grand and beautiful. Torches bathe the room in warm, comforting light, just enough to illuminate the tapestries along every wall, woven with scenes of chivalry and courtship and romance. The many cloth eyes are fixed on each other, gazes averted from the long table in the center of the room, the princess seated at its far end.
Hello, my lady.
Your pristine blade glints in the weak torchlight, hanging from a golden chain around the princess's neck. So that's where it is! And the tip is already pointed right at her heart. Okay, everything is falling back into place. All you have to do is cross the room, push down a little, and the entire world is saved. That's easy.
Je sais pas qu'est-ce que les princesses t'ont fait, Nathan. Mais pour en vouloir en tuer une à ce point...
Yeah, that is easy, isn't it? So, where's the rush?
You're here. Now we can start being happy together. Why don't you sit down? Wouldn't that be nice?
En effet.
As the words leave her mouth, the torches flare and a chair swings in from behind, knocking your legs out from under you. You're forcibly seated at the head of the table.
Ouh, même pas besoin de lever le petit doigt.
Isn't that better? It is better, right?
Bien sûr que c'est mieux. Alors, voyons voir. Alors, quel est cet endroit?
It's our happy ending, just like you asked for. It's everything we're supposed to have ever wanted.
Parfait, ça me va. Et maintenant, qu'est-ce qu'on fait? Vous avez dit que le dîner était prêt quand j'étais dans l'escalier. Si vous voulez bien m'excuser, se relever. Vous relevez sans dire un mot. Tu es la princesse, mais que je suis fou de faire ça.
Oh, right, dinner. I totally forgotten about it.
The flames burn bright and a shadow dives across the table. In its wake, it leaves a feast.
Wow! Hey! Je sens que je vais m'y plaire.
Go ahead and dig in. I'm sure you're hungry.
Am I ever? Look at this spread. It's a feast fit for a king. Yeah, and after everything we've been through, we could use a break. More than that, we deserve a break.
Oh yeah. Oh oui, définitivement. Refuser son hospitalité? Bien sûr que non. Moi, je serais un gros gourmand et je vais tout
You
manger.
begin to feast, and the princess follows suit, her soft smile never fading.
Oh, oh oui. Oh oui, ça goûte la citrouille. Mon préféré. Oh yes, 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 yes.
The food is more exquisite than you ever could have imagined. You sample countless otherworldly dishes, sauces and bread and hearty stews whose tastes dance across your tongue.
Quelque chose me dit que ça va tourner au mal. Ça se peut pas. Je connais ce genre de jeu et la bonne fin n'est jamais celle que tu t'attends à avoir.
You tear at hunks of meat practically melting from the bone, juicy and tender and bursting with flavors you could scarcely begin to describe. Your cup fills itself again and again with a flowery nectar so sweet it tastes like glimmering jewels.
Colline de bine! J'en ai mangé de la bouffe! Tout ce côté-là! J'ai tout bouffé ça!
This really is perfect, isn't it? It is the best meal you've ever had. But then it's over, and you're just as hungry as when you began.
Oh!
Wasn't that perfect? We should do it again.
C'est pas un peu une torture?
The shadow washes across the table, clearing and replating. The feast is once again laid before you. The food is good. Again, you tear into golden crispy flesh, dab at the slurry of aromatic sauces on your plate with thick crusted bread, sip your goblet of sparkling gems. But a good meal is still a good meal. And we didn't even have to clear the dishes. I'm happy. And then it's over. And you're just as hungry as when you began.
You're still hungry too, right? I know this wasn't as good as it was last time, but we just have to do it again. That's all. It'll be perfect if we just do it again.
Ok, je sens déjà qu'il y a un gros problème qui va survenir.
So the shadow sweeps over the table, clearing the old and laying out the new. And so you do it again. The meat is fine, the bread is fine. You sample the side dishes and they're fine too. You finish your goblet, the liquid within no longer glimmering on your palate, instead leaving your mouth coated in a tacky film. You put it down and it fills again. You do not drink more. Well, food is food, isn't it? Can't always be amazing. What matters is that we don't have to make it. Getting other people to do the hard work always improves the taste.
C'est pas un peu chien de dire ça?
Does it? Because it seems like the taste is getting worse, and we haven't had to so much as lift a finger. Regardless of quality, it's over again, and you're just as hungry as when you began. Again.
No, something was wrong that time. But maybe I was just tasting it wrong. It looks just as good as it did the first time. It shouldn't taste like this.
Je n'aime pas bien ça. Quelque chose de très mal va arriver.
Again, the shadow replaces your feast. And again you eat.
Qu'est-ce que ça va goûter? Ça va goûter genre les anchois, les choux de Bruxelles.
The meat is greasy. The bread is tough, its crust hurting your jaw as you chew. The grey vegetables are barely worth the effort of picking through. You don't even touch the goblet, its sickly sweet aroma utterly unappealing.
Hey, attends une minute. Peut-être que c'est juste le narrateur qui dit des conneries, right? C'est lui qui est en train de me posséder encore. C'est encore lui qui me possède.
I'm so tired of eating. Well, it's still free food we didn't have to make, right? Oh, am I kidding? We were eating like kings and now we're eating like pigs. At least you still have the memory of how good it was the first time, right?
I'm so tired of this.
As the words leave her mouth, one of the torches on the wall sputters and then goes out entirely.
What just happened? Did I do something wrong?
Not a fan of whatever just happened. I don't want to sit in the dark. Losers sit in the dark. I want to sit in a brightly lit, spacious room where we can see our beautiful, queenly wife.
Wait, est-ce que l'ombre, c'est... Oh! Est-ce que l'ombre, c'est la voix de l'épris? Est-ce que la voix de l'épris a interchangé de corps pour aller vers la princesse? Et c'est lui en arrière qu'on voit?
As if in response to the dousing of their brother, the other three torches blaze brighter, their flames licking at the walls. Their shadows deepen, dancing angrily across the stone.
Qu'est-ce qui vient de se passer? C'est vous qui avez éteint ces torches? Vous n'aviez rien fait de mal, vous avez seulement exprimé le fond de votre pensée. Ce n'est qu'une torche, il n'y a pas de quoi s'inquiéter, il nous reste bien assez de lumière. Bien, nous avons fini de manger, qu'allons-nous faire maintenant? Ouais, qu'est-ce qu'on fait?
I don't know. Maybe we could play a game.
Ah, là tu me parles!
Yeah, that's exactly what we should do.
The flames roar and the shadow comes dancing across the table. It leaves behind an intricate game, its pieces elegant and beautiful and enticing, its simple rules already apparent, even with little explanation.
C'est Uno.
We can probably work together to figure this out as we go. That sounds like a lot of fun, right?
Yeah!
Great, we don't even have a rule book. That means we can make up as many rules as we want. And we will. Don't worry, I am excellent at cheating. She'll never suspect a thing.
Comme si je tricherais.
I don't think it really matters. This all kind of feels like we're just filling time, you know? What, you don't want to win? To show our prowess in all avenues and accumulate respect? Wow, you would be hopeless without me. Count your lucky stars I'm here. You and the princess do indeed figure it out as you go. And what a game it is. The tension between turns, the triumphant highs of moves well placed, and the tragic lows of miscalculations and careless plays. The warmth of trust and the cool texture of deception. And then, the climax, as she places her final piece.
Les torches, les lumières sont devenues moins fortes qu'avant.
Oh, I think we got the rules wrong.
And so you start over. She only made us start over because we were winning.
Ouais.
Time passes. You play the game. You win.
Ah!
Boom! And there you have it. What did I tell you? Am I great at games or am I great at games?
Je dirais que tu es gossant.
Oh, you won. I guess we can play again.
Time passes. You play the game. She wins.
Oh, I won. I guess we can play again.
There is a long pause, and the board does not reset.
Ah!
This isn't fun anymore, is it?
You don't need me to tell you that it isn't. Oh.
Hein? Quoi qu'il y a?
The princess visibly panics as another torch sputters.
Uh-oh.
Wait. Maybe this is just too easy. Maybe if we added more rules and pieces, it would be fun again.
Yeah. The game's just a little simple. We can make it fun again. The shadow descends on the board once again. More pieces are added, their shapes more intricate, their purposes less immediately clear, and the two of you set about discovering the complexities of the game anew.
Si seulement j'avais une ombre aussi douée que la sienne, oh, que ma vie serait plus facile.
And so you do. And it is fun again. In fact, it's almost as fun as the first time you played, and the sputtering torch roars back to life.
Ah, ok.
But then you get used to the additions, and the feeling starts to fade. The creeping numbness settling in over the board. More pieces are added. The feelings flare. The feelings fade. The princess suggests new rules. A glimmer of what could have been excitement flits through your mind, quickly vanishing as...
Oupsie. Vous déplacez les pièces de façon mécanique à présent.
Winning and losing become nothing but ends. And even the end becomes nothing as you roll over into a new game, the board resetting as many times as you can finish. Till finally...
I'm out of ideas. I'm actually out of ideas this time. I don't think I can play anymore.
As the words leave the princess's mouth, another torch goes out. Again, the remaining flames burn brighter, and the shadow dances faster.
Uh-oh.
I'm happy. I promise. We're both so happy here. You don't have to be upset.
This is... awful.
Cette ombre, je n'aime pas cette ombre. Cette ombre cause du mal.
Isn't it great that we're all having such a lovely time together? We just have to stay positive and realise how happy we are. Then all of those lights will stay on and keep showing us all the cool stuff we have. Yeah, sure.
Ce n'est pas qu'une torche. Il n'y a pas de quoi s'inquiéter. Ce n'est qu'une torche. Il n'y a pas de quoi s'inquiéter. Il nous reste bien assez de lumière. Êtes-vous réellement heureuse ici? Bien, on a fini de dîner. On a joué à un jeu. Que fait-on maintenant? Si vous voulez bien m'excuser... êtes-vous réellement heureuse ici?
The princess starts to hyperventilate, her quick breaths punctuating the uncomfortable silence between you.
Uh-oh. C'est pas la bonne question.
Yes! Why wouldn't I be? Let's not talk about it.
Oh.
She's being defensive. And we all know being defensive is a sign of weakness.
Weakness? Il faut qu'on se dise la vérité. Dites-moi vraiment ce que vous ressentez. Ok, ben, si elle veut pas parler du sujet, on ne parle pas du sujet. Bien. On finit le dîner, on fait quoi maintenant?
I don't know. But we can't do those other things anymore, can we? Maybe we can just spend time together?
princess smiles as the two of you wait.
Quelque chose me dit que ça va devenir lassant.
Come on, there has to be a way out of this. This can't be the rest of our lives. This can't be forever. And wait. What's the big deal? It's nice here. We've got a lot of space, all our needs are met. We have the respect of everyone in the room. And wait. This is what we wanted. This is what we asked for. It's good to be on top of the world.
Ouais, il est pas opportunistique en fait. Il est plus vantard.
And wait.
I can't do this anymore.
Oh. No.
Pourquoi soudainement le narrateur a l'air d'être impliqué dans la relation avec la princesse? C'est pas lui qui voulait la tuer il y a pas si longtemps?
Oh no. The third torch sputters out. The princess's shadow dances furiously against the far wall.
Oh oh.
There's just one left. What's going to happen when it goes out?
Il faut que je la rassure. Que pensez-vous qu'il se passera? Mettez vos craintes de côté. Si vous pouviez faire une seule chose, ce que vous voulez, ce serait quoi? Qu'est-ce que vous déciderez de faire? Ce que les ombres nous montrent n'est pas réel. Il faut qu'on voit ce qui se passe quand les lumières s'éteignent. Mettez vos craintes de côté. Je pense que je vais dire ça. Qu'est-ce que vous décideriez de faire?
I think I'd like to dance under the stars.
That sounds lovely.
But there aren't any stars here. I'd have to leave.
As she says that, the shadow rushes forward and tightens its grip on her wrists.
Oh.
I'm not happy here. I don't think I ever was.
The
Oh,
princess
fudge!
burying her face in her hands as the final torch blows out.
Oh, fudge! Et maintenant, je viens juste de remarquer sa super robe, mais oh, fudge! Je me sens vidé à l'intérieur. Alors, c'est comme ça que ça se termine? Pourquoi pleurez-vous? Est-ce que ça va? Eh bien, franchement, ça craint. Vous pouvez rouvrir les yeux. Je suis toujours là, vous savez. Ça n'a rien changé. Nous sommes simplement assis dans la noire désormais. Je suis désolé, j'ai l'impression que c'est ma faute. Je dois agir comme un héros et dire... Nous sommes simplement assis dans l'ombre désormais.
She raises her head, mascara trailing down her cheeks.
Ah.
That's a really nice way of putting things. But it is a little different, isn't it? It's quiet now. There's no more voice telling me how much he loves me.
Oh! Il n'y a plus de voix qui me répète à quel point elle m'aime. Je savais que la voix de l'épris était en elle.
The princess's eyes dart to the floor.
Well, we can't sit here forever. That part of us is over.
The princess pushes herself from her chair, and you instinctively do the same, waiting by the top of the stairs as she quietly crosses the room.
Do you still care about me?
Oh, of course! Bien sûr! Mais quelle est cette question, mademoiselle? Bien sûr!
Oh, I wasn't expecting you to say that. I still care about you, too, so maybe this wasn't all bad.
Ah, je suis content, parce que sinon, ça m'avait dit... je m'en bats les couilles! Ah, là, ça a pas été du jeu.
But I don't think this place is for us anymore. I think we need to go.
Lui tendre la main. Pour faire quoi? Pour prendre le couteau? Je sais ce que le narrateur va faire. Le narrateur va faire... Yoink! Alors non!
You're offering surprisingly little resistance. If we leave the cabin, doesn't that end the world? He's right, you know. You're giving us some real mixed signals, boss. Yes, well... I've seen my fairy tale ending, and I think there might be worse things than the end of the world.
Oh.
Well, this is less work for us anyways. Think what you will. I'm done fighting. You and the princess don't exchange words as you descend the stairs to the cabin's entrance. And then the two of you step out into the world.
Wow!
I think this is the end of me, even if it's not the end of you. I hope this was worth it. Genuinely, I do. He's really gone, isn't he? No boss anymore, no one left to tell us what to do. I guess we'll have to be our own boss then. About time.
Ça veut dire que dans le fond, c'était pas la fin du monde, mais juste la fin de lui. C'est pour ça qu'il voulait pas qu'elle sorte. Quel égoïste!
The stars are so beautiful.
Le silence s'installe entre vous, et vous partagez un instant paisible et agréable.
I meant it when I said I wanted to dance.
Elle vous guide, et vous vous mettez à valser avec grâce. Vous ne suivez qu'un seul rythme, celui de vos cœurs battant à l'unisson. Oh, mais tellement beau! Elle a l'air fatiguée, mais son sourire d'abord un peu triste s'élargit de plus en plus à mesure que vos pas s'accélèrent. Sa tendresse semble sincère. Vous la faites tourner sur elle-même, et vos bras sont si tendus que vous ne la tenez plus que du bout des doigts. Vous échangez un regard qui paraît durer une éternité. Non? Qu'est-ce qui se passe?
Thank you for taking me here. This is nice, even if it's a little cold outside.
Oh! Pas encore! My princess! Mais vous n'avez pas l'occasion de répondre. Quelque chose s'est emparé d'elle et une autre a pris sa
She's
place.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here?
Eh bien, je pense que nous allons savoir dans le prochain épisode. Pour l'instant, je pense que j'ai fait un excellent travail. J'ai donné la bonne fin à tout le monde. La bonne fin à la princesse, la bonne fin à moi. Et peut-être pas la bonne fin au narrateur. Mais on va pas se le cacher, il le méritait un petit peu. Alors, à la prochaine. Et au revoir.